he was the biggest giver of love that I've ever met in my entire life. Like what you guys saw on TV, it was a huge part of him. But the other side, it would take a lot to be that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Allison Holker Boss is remembering her late husband, Stephen tWitch Boss. On the May 29th episode of Taylor Lautner and his wife Tay Lautner's podcast, The Squeeze, the So You Think You Can Dance judge talked about the differences between her husband, Stephen, and his bubbly personality, tWitch, admitting they were two completely different people.
So Stephen, it's interesting, is I know him as Stephen.
Yeah.
A lot of people knew him as tWitch.
Yeah.
Very two different humans. He wore this character of tWitch, and it did become a part of who he was, but that extroverted personality was not natural for him.
The 36-year-old admitted that tWitch's persona would drain him sometimes.
When he would go out as tWitch and make sure he's spreading all this love and joy and positivity and be dancing all the time for people and an entertainer and such, it would drain his energy.
Yeah.
And he would have to come home, and he would always tell me, and my oldest daughter at the time, because my others, they were younger, they didn't hear these things, but our home was his safe place. So he'd come home and have to like really recharge his battery.
Stephen and Allison got married in 2013 and shared 3 kids together, 2 daughters named Weslie and Zaia, and a son named Maddox. The dancer died by suicide in December 2022. And Allison says although she knew her husband would go through low periods in his life, it seemed like he, quote, was treating it.
When you're saying recharge your battery, that also comes with the state of depression because he would get really low.
Yep.
And you had to let him have that space to really kind of find himself in a darker space, let him live in that. He would always find his way out though. So a lot of the things that Steve and I would talk about would be these tools in which he was really trying to help himself. Like I'm reading these self-help books, I'm listening to podcasts, I'm talking to friends, I'm trying to connect with people. And so I always thought that though you're dealing with this low side of you that you don't let other people see, it seemed like he was really treating it.
When looking back at her late husband's life, Allison said he always showered people with love. And a year and a half after his death, she is starting to look at the reason why he might have done that.
But I think there was this deeper thing too now that I never saw before. I would always say to him, and other people would say to him, like, his gift really was that he showered people with love. And now, in the aftermath, sometimes I wonder if when he would receive so much love, he almost didn't think he deserved that love, so he'd give it right back.
Yeah.
That's why he was such a giver.
Yeah.
Because if he received something, he's like, but I need to give it to everyone else. Because that's how much he loved people. So it's like, it's almost like his most positive quality. I'm like, I wish sometimes he would hold on to it. Like now I tell people, you can't just fill your cup. Like you have to hold on to half your cup all the time.
Since tWitch's passing, Allison is keeping his memory alive. Earlier this year, she released a children's book they were working on together called Keep Dancing Through. When she stopped by Access Daily in January, she told Mario Lopez and Kid Hoover how the book's message holds even more meaning now.
This book is something that my family 1,000% believes in and is still going to do to this day. I would say last year was one of the hardest years I hope to, never have to live again. Because this book is a chance for us to look back at where we're gonna go now. Where are we gonna go in the future? We're gonna keep going, we're gonna keep dancing through, we're gonna keep moving, and I'm still gonna treasure the love and the joy that our family had and shared and is in this book. And it's a place for my kids to be able to look back on those beautiful times that we shared. But last year was hard.
Yeah.
It was really, really hard. And so what I wanted to do was to give this back to all the people that have supported me, supported Stephen and our family through all of this and show that we can keep dancing through. That's what we're going to do.
Beautiful.
That's a great message, Jen.